Hi guys, and how's it going? Welcome back. So, as you probably have seen in the news, we're having a bit of a shitty day or a shitty last couple of days regarding the whole crypto space. So, let's have a wee look. I'm just going to go over some of the news and some of the charts and see what we're at here. So, yeah, I mean, if you bought into crypto over certainly the last few days, but you're probably down on your money. But don't worry, don't panic sell. Just you need to have strong hands when it comes to this. We've seen it before, and we'll see it again. Now, yes, this caught a lot of people out, especially with the amount of corrections that we just saw there, probably up to about 40%, which is horrendous, I know. But you've got to think positive that this will recover. There's a lot of FUD in the news with this, and it seems to just escalate. I think the news channels love this because it probably sells the news for them, but everybody else in the space is down at least 20 or 30%. I would say that's what 52% that wick down to even at that point just a few days ago. So yeah, pretty hellish, but we'll get through it. We'll recover. We need to stick together on this, guys. We really do. Panic selling helps no one. So we need to get together, and we will get through it. So yeah, pretty shit looking at the Bitcoin chart. We're maybe starting to see a bit of an upward trend, hopefully. I've just bought some Ethereum, and I'm just going to have a wee look at this. So I just got it at the 2.6, so yeah, slightly up here, but again, not looking very strong. As you can see, we had a nice wee rise in the last wee while, so I suppose a bit of a correction was due, but nothing to this extent really. I mean, this is pretty awful looking, and we're trying to get more investors, more people on board into crypto. I'm trying to persuade people every day to come on board on crypto. Days like this does not help at all. So like I say, we'll just need to get through it. So let's have a wee look at coin market cap. So we're down about 800 billion from couple of days back where it was sitting about the 2.5. It was sitting looking really nice. I was expecting another wee jump up, and then all of a sudden crash. I suppose when you look at the daily MACD, it's still basically coming down. I don't know if it'll come down much more. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed it won't. But you could tell sometimes on these dailies and weekly MACDs they're quite a good indication as to what we're going to be getting into. I probably should have put a bit of a short position in Bitcoin just to try and recover some of my losses, but I don't want to do this because I'm so bullish on crypto, and I feel like I'm betraying crypto in a way by shorting it. So I've never done it, and I don't want to start, but you know, it's tough. It's tough to see these losses. It really, really is, and even more so for people with massive bags. It must be heartbreaking seeing that. But as long as you stay tough and get through it, if you've got any spare cash, now's the time to buy. And I know it's psychologically hard to buy into something that's going down. But if we do see a bit of a bounce like this, maybe this is part of the bottom here. I mean, when you see a wick like that, I mean, that's an indication that was a big strong buy right there. I mean, look at that gain there. That is just insane to see that just in a couple of candles. That's been a lot of money pumped into it to get it right back up there. So good sign for that, and let's hope it just keeps going. A lot of guys are asking for Cardano. Oops. And I'm just going to have a wee look and see where we're at with Cardano. Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, if you look at the charts, all the charts, you're going to be seeing the same. And it's no help with traditional markets being down and all the FUD that you're seeing. I think whether a lot of it's true, I don't know. But let's have a wee look at the news here. So Bitcoin falls further as China cracks down in crypto. So this is them at it again. I think they've tried this numerous times. They're not going to be able to do this because it's a decentralized thing, crypto. So how are they going to be able to ban it? you could just get a VPN address on your computer, just like Bybit, when Bybit blocked trading in the UK and various parts of America. You just can get a VPN address and then it's unlocatable. You know, it's as simple as that. I don't know what they're trying to achieve here. When you've got like banks in America trying to onboard crypto and they're doing the right thing. Yes, they might be able, I think they're going to try and regulate the on-ramps and off-ramps of people buying and selling it, maybe try and somehow tax it in some way. I don't know how successful that will be, but in terms of this, I mean, for China being such a tech country, this is quite poor to see that they're against this. I just thought they would be moving towards innovation and disruptive innovation as the way the world's going, you know. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's the whole crypto space. The whole thing is to make it better, easier, quicker for transactions, better security. You know, all these projects are all trying to do their best for everyone. You know, everyone wants to be moving forward here, and that this sort of crap is just, it's just not on. You know, it's I think they'll fail. I definitely think that that they won't be successful in this. So we'll just need to keep an eye on this, but I certainly wouldn't let it worry. Yeah, it's going to hit us short term, but we'll get through it. We'll definitely get through it. So this one here, another big US bank starting to trade in Bitcoin. I mean, this is good on these banks for doing this, but there seems to be a lot of negativity at the moment around Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin falls, the whole market falls, as you've seen probably numerous times, and when Bitcoin recovers, it recovers together. So we just need to try and get this all this FUD sorted out with emissions and all this negativity. And it's just, I think a lot of investors, a lot of institutions, maybe they've been late into buying, and they're maybe trying to force the price down to try and get in. I don't know, there's a lot of speculation on Twitter and various things. I mean, certainly if you've got any questions, guys, just join me on Twitter. My name is Crypto News 2021. My link's down below. Just send me a message. I'll find out anything if you've any concerns, especially if you're new to the space. I'm trying to help as many as I can. It's a new channel, but I'm trying to get content out as best I can. So I mean, if you can subscribe, like, share, comment, anything on this channel. We need to try and get the word out here that crypto's here to stay. It's not to be messed with. So if you can, guys, that would certainly help me, help the channel, and help everyone ultimately. You know, if you can share all the positivity about, surely we will succeed. There's no doubt in that we will succeed. But if you can certainly help my channel, it certainly helps me. So yeah, if you don't mind, guys, that would be awesome. So this one more thing here is how much Bitcoin comes from this dirty code. See this thing about, now what I've heard is about this, yes, that this big mining company seems to be an issue, and with the emissions and all this, and Elon's tweeting he's got these massive solar fields in America, so he's talking about possibly setting up the Bitcoin mining off these panels, which, yes, it would help with the emissions, but do we want Elon to be controlling this amount? You know, if he takes over that and he's got a stake in Bitcoin, and again he can manipulate things, and I don't really know if we really should be involved with him. Only time will tell. We're talking, I mean, this comes up all the time here about this energy, environmental costs, right? Okay, but the overall is for the better. You know, yes, we're going to have this, but other things cause pollution, and they're not going to stop planes flying in the sky, and all these big SUVs, big engine SUVs driving about causing emissions. I mean, come on, guys, we can sort this out here. You don't need to be dumping the price like this and causing so much so much panic basically. I mean, this is people's hard-earned money, you know, these billionaires are playing about with, because it's just a game to them. They don't really care too much. But we'll just need to wait and see. There's not much the small guy can do about this. We've just got to wait and see how it plays out. So ARK Investments, now it's Cathie Woods. I suggest anybody that's into crypto or any financials or anything involving passive income or anything like that, please watch this Cathie Woods. She is very, very respected in the industry. She's fairly new into crypto. I think ARK Investment do hold some sort of crypto, but she definitely knows what she's talking about. And this was only this was only published today, and I think that, you know, this is the sort of person I listen to. I don't listen to Elon Musk. I listen to Cathie Woods. Cathie Woods is very respectable and very knowledgeable in this whole space. She's got a very, very good team behind her. She's the one that was backing biometrics and nano, about the nanosciences and all about helping limbs, about people that's no got limbs, and they're helping out with that, and the 3D printing, talking about printing off things to help the air industry with lighter parts. And she seems to be one step ahead of a lot of people, a lot of rich, well-known. I mean, she is rich, she's a billionaire as it is, but she's very clued up when it comes to disruptive innovation, and that's basically what crypto is. It's disrupting the whole banking sector, the whole way everything works. And a lot of people, especially old school minds, they don't tend to want to change for the better. And that's what it is. It's a change for the better, but they probably don't want left behind, but they also don't want to accept that this is the way the world's going. So, but again, we just need to listen to people like this. I certainly don't. I mean, it's not too much advice here. Obviously, you could do what you want, guys, but I would say, rather than listen to Elon Musk, listen to Cathie Woods. That's my advice. She is more, I would say, more involved in this sort of space and more positive about it than Elon. I don't know what his sort of take on all this is. I mean, yes, he's good at his Tesla cars, he's good at the SpaceX, he's good at these satellites that do the internet and stuff. Yes, he's a good businessman, and obviously he's the richest person in the world for a reason, but it's not to say he knows everything about everything. So just bear that in mind, guys. So watch Cathie Woods. That's my suggestion of the day. Watch her on YouTube. She is phenomenal, and she does know a lot. She does a lot of research, and she has a good research team. Bitcoin drops below 36, try 8 billion in liquidation. So this is another reason why these drops. So when you see, like, say when you see like Cardano going up like this, and you see Ethereum going up also like this, so what happens is you've got leverage traders, and what they'll do is they'll see this continuation on this, say this 2 hour one, right? So you'll see this going up, and it's no signs of stopping. So what people do is you think, oh right, okay, I'm going to long this. So they put in maybe a wee cheeky leverage trade, and then it goes up a wee bit more, and then instead of taking profits and maybe stopping the trade, they'll keep it going. And Binance, you can actually add to your trades as you're going along here, as the profit's going up, boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, if we see this sort of thing coming down, now this sort of stepping, I don't really know the reason why. I think it's maybe like, say for instance, we get a sell-off of a few of the whales, say, or just generally people taking profit, or they get wind of some news, and this happens, and then you might get another wee pump up, people trying to keep in their positions, and then you'll see this boof, and this is like these long positions being liquidated, and that's what happens. There's so much profit in here, and they're all in such tight, like say for instance, we're topping up your long positions, then your liquidation price is coming up, and then you get a bit kind of not cocky, but you think you're onto a winner here and you're not going to lose out, and then this happens, and then it liquidates, and it's happened to be not to a big scale, but be cautious on this. This has happened numerous times. Just be cautious on this, guys, and watch out. What you can do is with, say, Bybit and Binance and probably other exchanges that does the future trading, you can actually either set a stop loss or you can do a trailing stop loss. Like, say for instance, let's say that you put in a $500 trailing stop loss. So is this going up? If this comes down more than $500, then it's going to basically stop you out, and it's not liquidating you. It just means that you'll get the profits from when you entered it to the drop in price, and that's probably the safest way to do it. Now, you don't need to set it at 500. You can set it whatever you like, $1,000, $200, $10, whatever you want. And it just means if there's a bit of volatility and this comes down, then it's not going to wipe your way out like this. So say for instance, and I'm just saying this as an example because this is what we're looking at here. Say you opened a long position right here, boom, and you put some money in, you're like, whoa, we're on to a winner here, never ending, it's going to the moon. Could you imagine you didn't put a stop loss, right? Now you just enjoyed, let's say here, right, you just enjoyed 100%, yeah, just let's say 100% gain, right? So you say you put a 1 Ethereum on that trade, 100% gain, and if you'd put that on 10x, that would have been 10 Ethereum in profit. That would have been phenomenal. That would have been, and just what you're talking, what couple of weeks, you're talking a 10 Ethereum profit. But you imagine you didn't put a trailing stop loss or a stop loss at all, because just remember you can keep moving your stop loss as well as you're going up. Could you imagine that happened and you were wiped out of your entire 10 Ethereum profit? And now just remember, that's just an example, guys. It's not, I'm not to say that that's what you would have done, or this is kind of a best case and worst case scenario, because this is not generally going to play out all the time. But I'm just saying, just remember that. Imagine you got a 10 Ethereum and you didn't want to take profits because you think it's going up again, and then poof. If this sort of run happens in any coin and it goes up for this length of time, you're going to get a retracement all the time. It's always going to happen. You're never going to just keep going up forever. So but yeah, this is what's happening. So what does it say? So I've already spoke about this. So this is, I was getting a bit sidetracked here. So yeah, this is what I was saying about the liquidations. So this is why we've had an $8 billion liquidation because of basically because of that, or I think it's just 8 billion in general over the whole crypto. I don't think it was just Bitcoin or just Ethereum, but it just shows you that a lot of people are affected. This is another FUD story here. This OCC. Let's see, the OCC chief signals greater caution of crypto. It just basically hit us while we're down. Everybody seems to just pile in when there's a bit of FUD news. Everybody piles in. When everybody's in FOMO and it's going up, nobody seems to bother. Everybody's making money, and then when it drops, it's like, oh my god, Bitcoin to zero, everybody's going to die. Don't worry about it, guys. Please do not let this get you down. And this as well, this something about Binance I heard as well. Binance is a Chinese digital exchange currently sitting in the top 20. It's a strong volume. It's talking about the platform's down a lot. It's crazy. I've got friends that's been waiting to withdraw, waiting to buy, waiting to trade, and it just seems to constantly lock up. Now I know, yes, there's big volumes getting in and out the exchange, but come on, guys, you know, it's get yourself together here. eToro was bad for this, and don't expect like the biggest exchange or one of the biggest exchanges in the world to be. So, you know, sort it out, guys. Come on, you know, don't. We need to get more people involved here, and all it takes is somebody to take a bad experience, and then we're, you know, it just doesn't make the whole space look good when there's issues like this. You know, just help us out a wee bit. Ethereum cryptocurrency to slash carbon emissions. Now, this is a good thing. There doesn't seem to be a lot of. doesn't seem to be a lot of information about Ethereum and talking about the emissions like we hear on Bitcoin. There seems to be a lot with the mining on that, but Ethereum anyway. So any news is good news for when it comes to this emissions thing, and maybe Bitcoin can look at these things also. So Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, as we know, just months away from shifting its underlying infrastructure to the new model. Now, this is going to be really, really good. I mean, I hope the news really focuses on this, because they're basically shitting on us every time they talk about this with Bitcoin, and I think the news need to get behind us when they were talking about this. You know, this is going to be phenomenal. And remember this Ethereum proof of stake as well. I mean, we're nowhere near there's a lot of talk about this bear market. We're nowhere near. I don't even know if we will really be seeing much of a bear market. I don't think, and I know it's hard to believe me after seeing 30-40% corrections, but this is short term, because remember here, so we've got with Polkadot here, we've got the parachain. So this is bullish news on Polkadot. In fact, I think there was news coming out today on that, and it's basically just been covered up by all this FUD. So but there is still good positive things going on behind the scenes, but it just seems to be the news dominates all this crap. So just remember, guys, these companies are still working with us. They're still working to better all their projects and make everything better. So don't forget that there's still a lot of work going on behind the scenes. So we've got the Ethereum proof of stake, we've got the Polkadot parachains, we've still got the smart contracts for Cardano, like I mentioned on my last video there. So this is very, very good. And remember that Ethereum only got to where it is because of smart contracts on their blockchain, and Cardano hasn't even got that yet. It's coming out soon, possibly August. Remember, we've also got the Sunday swap as well. So that's coming out, and if you put it on that Yori wallet, you're getting a reward every 5 days on that. So again, if you want to know more about that, look at my previous video or just comment and I'll get back to you on that. I don't want to go in depth and too much. I want to just kind of do an overall news update maybe every couple of days, maybe for about 20-30 minutes. So I don't want to go too deep into these things, but if there's anything in particular you want, just send me a message on Twitter at CryptoNews2021, or just subscribe and comment on my channel, please, guys. Remember also the Bitcoin ETF as well. So but yeah, I mean, there's still positive news out there, but it's hard to see, obviously, because and you just seem to get a bit of tunnel vision here, just looking at all this negative news every time you look at it. If you just look on YouTube or, you know, anything, charts, news, whatever, all you see is FUD, you know, everything's going to zero. But look at the progress we've made, guys. I mean, come on. If you go, like I keep saying, if in doubt, zoom out, have a wee look at this, right? And when you see, right, okay, it doesn't look good, but if you go to, say, even the monthly charts, look at this, right? Look at the monthly chart, right? Well, this only started on the trading view recently here. Wait, and we'll have a wee look, see if we can go to the weekly chart. Well, even the weekly chart, guys, come on, you know, they're still doing well. So hopefully this will come up a nice wee bit in the next few days and over the weekend when the normal exchanges are off, because remember as well that these traditional traders seem to be involved in crypto during the week and cause a bit of a carry on, and then at the weekend it's just pretty much hardcore crypto trading, and it seems to be a bit better. So yeah, but that's it, guys. I mean, anything else, just let me know. Again, just if you can subscribe, comment, share my videos, that would certainly be good. Like when I was looking at one of the other ones the other day there, I think we're getting this one here almost 3,000 videos, 3,000 views, which is phenomenal for a new channel. We're getting the comments in here, but some of them are not getting comments. Getting some likes, 41 likes on that, which is outstanding. I'm so happy about this, but the more the merrier. So yeah, if you like this channel, guys, just back me a wee bit here and I'll try and get as much information out. It's more to help maybe the new ones into the space, into the crypto space in general, maybe panicking a wee bit. But just remember, diamond hands wins the day. you know, just stay strong. It's only a loss if you sell. If you don't sell, you've no lost anything. So that's it for today, guys. So stay tuned for the next video, and bye for now.